Hi, this is Pamela. I wanted to make a video just so you can see that I really am a real person. I am a licensed Florida real estate agent, and I do have a specialty in working with defaulted properties that need to go to short sales. And I've been where you are. I know it may be hard to believe because I'm a real estate agent, but you know what? In 2009, I went through two foreclosures of my own. And I wish that there had been someone like me that could have helped me with the process. But back then, 2009, it was like the wild, wild west with short sales in the banks. Nobody knew what was going on. And it was a very new procedure that they were doing. And uh, I tried so hard, and as a homeowner, it's very difficult to try to negotiate with the banks on your own. So here it is now, 2016, and I am in a position where I can now offer my help and use my experience with what I went through to help other people avoid the end result, which is having your properties go to foreclosure auction and then having the banks haunt you for the next 20 years. Because just like New Jersey, which is where my property was, one of them, which is a state that is considered a recourse state. Florida is also a recourse state. What does that mean? It means that the banks can come after you for 20 years after a deficiency judgment has been filed. What does that all mean? So, let's say you have a house you bought in 2007 and you have $1 million mortgage on it. And now because the market has changed, maybe the value of the house is only 600,000, but you still have that $1,000 mortgage. So, some issues came up in your life, maybe job loss, medical bills, a death in the family, and you have not been able to keep up with your payments. So you have now defaulted on the mortgage, and they filed a Lis Pendens, which is the first step in the foreclosure process. And long story short, the property goes to foreclosure auction. The bank sells it off at auction. So they sold it to someone for 400,000, but your mortgage was $1 million. So what happens to that 600,000? Well, the bank comes after you for that. That is what's called a deficiency judgment. And they file that in the court. They get a judgment against you, and they can come after you for the next 20 years because that is how it works in the state of Florida, which is a judicial foreclosure state. So please understand, I know you might want to just walk away from the problem, but you can't stick your head in the sand because it's going to come back to bite you in the butt. And the funny thing is, well, it's not really funny, but the banks also can file what's called a 1099-C at the end of the year. So that 600,000 that you now owe, they are telling the IRS, "Hey, you should consider this income for this person because we didn't get it." So they will file a 1099-C. And it is kind of funny or serendipitous, maybe. I just got this in the mail. And as I told you, my foreclosures happened in 2014. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a new 1099 that they are amending uh, from a property that the original 1099-C was for 159,000, and the property after 2.5 years just went to foreclosure auction this past June 2016, and so it must have sold for about 60,000. But they're saying, well, she still owes 105,000, so the IRS should say that this is income for her. So they filed an amended 1099-C. How thoughtful of them. But again, this is something I would really like to help you avoid having to go through because it's going to just haunt you and your family for years and years. And if we do a short sale on your property, it doesn't affect your credit as bad as a foreclosure does. So your credit may kind of be crummy for the next 2 years or so, but after that you can start to really rebuild it. With a foreclosure, 7 years down the drain, and it's going to take a long time. Those 7 years take a long time. They seem like forever. So, again, I come from a place of experience. I come from a place of empathy and understanding. There's no judgment here for you. It doesn't matter what your situation is. This happens to thousands and thousands and thousands of good people whose intentions were to pay their mortgage on time and regularly. But things happen, and life happens, and unexpected things happen. And I would just like to help you avoid having to go through another really bad situation in your life. So, I just wanted to introduce myself. I wanted you to know that this is not just some vacuous website where you put your information in and it just goes, off into the cloud. It doesn't. I see the information that you submit, and I am the one that will be contacting you, not someone from another country, but just me. Your privacy is important to me. I will not be selling any of the information that you enter. I will not be discussing any of your situation until you decide that you would like to move forward with myself and my team and get this situation underhand. So, enter your information. Even if you just want to have a brief consultation with me, that's fine. Again, if I can put your mind at ease, I'd be happy to do that. It doesn't have to be a horrible process. Is it an easy process? No, not really. Not so much for you, but you do have to be willing to cooperate with the process. Otherwise, it's not going to get done. So, if you think that you can just contact me and say, I want you to handle all of this, and then you don't want to cooperate in getting all of the financial documentation together so that we can make this work, then please don't contact me, because it's only the people that really want the process to work that I would like to work with, because I do need a commitment from your end to get the process done. I can't do it without you. It's not gonna be fun. It's a little tedious, but again, the team that I have in place, so far this year, as of the end of August, we've done over 400 short sales, and the average time that it takes is around 73 days. But I like to tell people give it at least 60. And it all depends on the situation with your mortgage, whether you have, one lien holder or two lien holders, three lien holders, I don't know. Back taxes, code violations. We go into all of that to find out really what the situation is. No two short sales are alike. This is not a cookie cutter situation. But anyway, I'm going to sign off now because I've been speaking a lot, and I don't want to bore you. But I did want to introduce myself. Again, my name is Pamela. My contact information is below. Please enter your contact information, and I would be more than happy to reach out to you and see what we can get done for you in a timely manner and get you out of this situation. Thanks. Have a great day.